It's different though. He didn't have a usable.
Hello everyone, my name is Faz and welcome to the RedBull Golden Letters event. We're here to talk to a bunch of Tekken players about their thoughts of Tekken 8.
What do you think of the new feat system?
I think it's fun. I actually think it's one of the first games in Tekken history since Tekken 4 that has made major changes to a Tekken game. It literally makes you have to learn something brand new no matter who you are.
Like if you have decent fundamentals and also a good understanding of the heat system, I think what is going to happen is that you just steamroll around.
It provides various methods for players to make use of the resource, and you'll be able to see just how varied players are of how they manage said resource. Because you could get aggressive players that could waste the resource immediately, whereas on the other end you could have players where they're trying to keep the resource for as long as they can to take advantage of that chip damage as well as the heat energy they acquire.
Tekken 8 and this new heat system is going to be more newcomer friendly, but with so much shit going on, I don't know how that's going to happen. Like it's going to be hard to explain to everyone the new mechanics, heat system, chip damage, all that stuff, blah blah blah.
I don't really have a reference for it, so I'm kind of like neutral on it.
Okay.
I think the game has to come out to see how it works.
It's a bit of too much of a shortcut, but you know, we have to wait and see.
It's very similar to like Key Smacks merge, things like that. So every character is going to be flashing.
I think it's very challenging because it's very great that Tekken 8 won't be a copy-paste from Tekken 7.
So heat system, I feel like is very complicated.
Yeah.
Even for me, because I don't know all the heat system mechanics.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just feel like it's very, yes. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it that much. But I'm gonna wait and see.
The safe answer is we don't know until we try it, right?
The heat system reminds me of Street Fighter V's V-trigger system. So there's a system where you got moves and stuff that are locked behind something to give you access to even more greater tools and more powerful offensive tools, stuff like that.
Something else. That's all I can say. Like, I don't know if we have to actually play the game to make up our minds about it, but I don't know. I cannot really tell what I think about it for now.
I think it's interesting. It's one of those things where like I don't think you could really use it in neutral.
Yeah.
It looks like, well, the way that they're showing everything is all combo extenders and stuff like that. So I think it's just going to be about using heat to really maximize your damage output.
그 시스템 솔직히 신선하지는 않았어요. 왜냐면 2D 게임에서 워낙 많이 봤던 거고 뭐 킹오파의 이제 모드나 이제 스트리트 파이터의 이제 트리거 같은 거라고 생각을 하기 때문에 막 되게 신선하진 않아.
You're not gonna change it, by being pissed about it. 1, 2, you still gonna have to play it at a high level. And 3, you haven't even played the goddamn game yet. That ain't gonna be mad. Like that's how I feel.
Very aggressive the game, but we didn't touch it. We will test it, we will enjoy it, and we will experiment it. I think it's a great opportunity to prove a new system and a new opportunity to bring new players to the game.
It's bringing something that we've seen in 2D games to Tekken, which is it can be a lot of fun. If implemented properly.
It looks aesthetically better than Street Fighter, but mechanically they're always one step behind.
Yeah.
But they kind of wait to refine it and make it their own thing. That's kind of how I see the heat system.
It happens with even Tekken now. You get offensive players, you get defensive players, but same as any fighting game, you make mistakes, you will be punished for it. You have to learn how to adapt, how to use the heat system to your advantage. And once the game is officially released, people will be able to find out their strengths and weaknesses and use that within the heat system to help them improve and progress.
This could be the main Mishima storyline, or to do with the characters you want to see have progression. What would you hope to see?
I think it surprised me going to big explosions, buildings and shit blowing up. Like it kind of threw me off because I didn't know that's where it was headed. 1, 2, I didn't know I wanted it.
I will say Lily and Asuka because their rivalry really is, just really platonic. I mean,
yeah,
one-dimensional. I mean,
yeah.
So in that sense, I want to see a little bit more of that.
Okay.
I think a story played through is always pretty cool, and then it lets you like build a rapport with a character. So I think, yeah, if you can build like something with your character or your main, that'd be pretty cool, or get a deeper understanding of the lore.
In terms of story, I want to see Kazuya beat Jin and just end it off with Kazuya winning.
There's a lot of characters that are getting sidelined and just kind of there in the background. Of course, we need to see a good conclusion to the mission, but I would like to see other characters get involved. Like, for example,
To be honest, I would like to develop more the relationship between Asuka Kasama and Jin Kasama. And now that Jun is coming back, hopefully this will be much understood, because Asuka in Tekken 5 DR, something was showed with Jin, but after this, nothing was revealed. I would like to see more about this story mode.
I feel like Tekken 7, they only included Kazuya, Heihachi, Jin is sleeping through for the whole situation.
He's having a nap, yeah, understandable.
And then the rest of the character stories is very weak, and I want them to really polish up the story.
I love watching good Jin players, but yeah, Jin's one of those characters I want to learn how to play well. But yeah, it's just like this execution and everything. It's really tough. But yeah, that if there's any more lore or anything, that'd be the character that I'd be interested in.
Paul has fought Kazuya to a draw twice. He won the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3, technically, like because he beat Ogre, and also technically he won. Like, and then as the games go on, like he just becomes a joke character, So I think that I want Paul to get some form of recognition.
원래 이제 카즈야를 되게 좋아하는데 항상 진이 카즈야를 이기는 그림이 별로 마음에 들지가 않습니다. 그래서 카즈야가 그냥 악당으로 이제 다들 쓸어버렸습니다.
I think the story around June will be very interesting because she's been away for a very long time, and I want to know in what manner she's coming back. So I think that's like one for me.
But since like Lily is like what is it? A bitch just to be a bitch.
Okay.
And Oscar is like the righteous, hero everyone needs. It's still too one-dimensional for me.
Like, you just see a guy just narrating everything. I'm not here to narrate. I just want to see some more action, more cutscene friendly, all that.
I like Elisa. Okay, more of her. Add more skins, thank you.
I like it if individual stories were also focused on. Very similar to Story Battle from Tekken 5.
They're competing for a tournament, but I feel like we need to understand what is going on, and have these characters just featuring with the main, like the Kazuyas, the Jins, rather than it just be, Kazuya, Jin are fighting, and then Lars is there because he's like, half brother to Kazuya, and we need a proper story.
Then what is Tekken 8 about? I think what he's showing us is like what we expect to see, right? Like they're going off, but it might be something else. Like in Tekken 6, the whole Azazel thing, Jin becoming the bad guy thing. I think something like that. What if Judd's the bad guy?
This is okay. I have never considered this.
We don't know. We don't know.
All right, cool. Next one is, who do you want to see return in Tekken?
Heihachi.
I obviously want to see my side character Raven. I definitely want Bruce back. Definitely want Bruce.
Bruce Irvine.
Yeah, Bruce Irvine, or maybe Wango Jinpachi.
I guess Elisa, but wait, there was a bear character, right?
Kuma.
Kuma, yeah. I think Kuma.
You want to see Kuma back?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got to represent.
His character to begin with.
Yeah, that's
right?
it.
It's like the old grandpa who's still like fucking.
Yeah.
And he just kicks ass. And I love that.
Well, I won't say I'm biased and say Kuna, but I feel like there'll be a good couple of characters. Like I was happy that Jun's returned, but I think Anna's my main actual one to return. I think with how Nina's been revealed, I think Anna could be cool.
I think my favorite character, Michelle Chang.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle.
You want Michelle to return?
I mean, in a different version. It's very hard, impossible, but man, if I would like to see the Mother Chang again, it would be for me a big blessing.
Bruce Irvine.
I want Akuma to come back.
Finally, someone with some sense.
That's a good question. Who do I want to see return?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah,
you don't care.
I don't care. No, I'm indifferent.
Obviously,
In
like
Tekken
Cooney and AK because they're my mains.
Yeah.
But I'd say AK over Cooney.
네,
아,
저는
그럴 것
당연히
같은데.
브루스입니다.
Miguel, who else? I was talking about this a little bit. Slim Bob.
Slim Bob.
Slim Bob.
Not a popular option, but Geese Howard.
Geese Howard?
Geese Howard.
Oh, okay.
I love that character. I've been maining him since season 2. His whole playstyle was so fun, so unique as well. So I hope he comes back, and maybe Marduk too.
You know, Lei's just a crazy character, can mix you up, has loads of different fighting styles, and he brings that uniqueness to Tekken. Because yeah, every character has a different fighting style, but Lei, he can switch between 5 in a game, you know, and he's got 4 or 5 rage drives, and with the Tekken 8 system, everybody's going to have that in when it comes to heat engages and heat attacks.
Why Slim Bob?
Because I love the fact that he had like his character specific stuff, you know, like the
I thought it was just the same stuff but different attributes.
yeah, like he can't throw you in the air. He doesn't have that launcher anymore. His armor breaks. He can't do it because he doesn't have the same body mass. And they have to change the animation.
Coming back into the game, if they ever really announced him, I can guarantee you that's gonna get mad views because this is a character that was kind of like one that we wanted him to come back in Tekken 7 and he's not here. But now in Tekken 8 he could possibly be here.
Just to annoy people, bring back Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, just to annoy people.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I do.
Or Australia take over, I guess, when it's, you know. Where's the Australia scene?
Just because carrying on that storyline, because on top of that, like in terms of stories, like the whole like King and AK, that needs to be explored a lot more as well. Like it tended to just be like AK2 and Marduk, but it's also just like, you know, why that?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I want to watch the world burn, but
I mean, that's what the A in Core A stands for, right? Akuma,
Akuma,
right?
yeah. So, but yeah, don't tell Spag I said that. He'll never have me in London again. So.
The last question for Tekken 8 stuff is: should Akuma return?
Yes.
Personally, I don't want him to return.
No. I know it's a skill issue.
Of course.
I like the character a lot. He's really unique, but he just has too many cheap options.
I don't think Akuma should return, but I would not be against another Street Fighter character returning.
Never.
Oh my gosh! Should Akuma return? No.
Sorry, Super Akuma, but definitely not.
Dig a hole answer.
Dig a hole and bury him, and never return, please.
I don't know if he should return.
No.
No.
I think Akuma should return in some capacity.
별로.
He's going to return.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I'm calling it now.
Even newcomer friendly, they can just pick up the character and just do crazy amounts with them. Like they can just jump over. Like the fact that you can jump over mids and that's enough said.
And that's not from like a gameplay standpoint, because I mean, I lab matchups anyway, regardless of how they work. It's just, it was strange to implement Akuma as more than a guest character in terms of story.
So I think just tone down some things, keep him in the game, make him more of a Tekken character, but still, retain his unique 2D options. Yeah.
But I think in the long run, it's not that bad.
Okay.
We got used to it with 7. If a Wiser returns again, I don't think anyone would mind. I think 2D's a Street Fighter character, I don't mind it. That's fine.
Why? Because no, he already did in Tekken 7. They experimented with the prototype of Tekken Cross Street Fighter. We enjoyed him, we hated him, and I think it's done. Now hit system is another story.
I don't agree, but well.
But I feel like the game mechanics kind of cater to 2Ds. So it'll be weird for them to not have 2D characters in. If they are going to have Akuma, just make sure that he's not as busted as he has been for how many seasons in Tekken 7. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just really biased. I love how he's a hidden character that has to be unlocked, and I like his origins and his love. As a design-wise, he really pushed what fighting characters can be, right? In terms of like air fireballs, teleports, and but then he's still kind of a Shoto or whatever. So yeah, really like Akuma. But if you're asking, should Akuma return? Maybe not.
I think a different Street Fighter character should show up.
Okay.
I don't think Akuma's run its course or his course, because if you notice with Tekken, all the characters that are causing people problems are the characters with aerial mobility, and they have very good aerial options. And Akuma, because I was actually messing around with Akuma the other day, because I have a Street Fighter background, I know how Akuma works. I don't know how he works in Tekken. So half the job's already been done for me because of my history.
Yeah.
If you're a legacy Tekken player, it doesn't work.
And it's like he gets basically a free powerful basic tool that just goes against the Tekken system. Not to mention his unscaled combos from standing hits alone. He's getting a lot of standing hits on you before he actually launches you, so you've already lost half your bar before the combo's even technically begun. So, personally, I wouldn't want him back just because he kind of destroys the Tekken system because of how Street Fighter works.
So that's a no.
Yeah, definitely a no.
Okay. Making sure.
I think they should spice things up and just put another Street Fighter character in.
Yeah.
Maybe one with even worse mobility than Akuma, or...
Why?
No. I don't know. He's been nerfed so many times and still not working, and I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon.
It's because he's unnervable.
He's unnervable, yeah.
Wow.
I
I've
think-
never heard such a take. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, that's a very new take.
Okay.
Like, he's too powerful despite all of it.
I think so, yeah. But he's a really interesting character, that's for sure. And of course, a Street Fighter, you know, like it's something else.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
Right? I think that it would be better if there's a new character made with 3D fundamentals that has some of Akuma's tools.
Right.
이 캐릭터, 그러니까 다른 게임의 캐릭터가 이렇게 들어와 있는 거 별로 안 좋아.
Why? Teach people a lesson.
Hey,
Play the game, stop complaining. Get with the times.
Finally, somebody is
Yeah, bro, get with the times. This character's broken. Get over it, bro. Get over it.
You want to just leave and let you...
Get over it. I can't believe they got fireballs now. No shit. Get over it. We're here now. 2023, they throwing fireballs and shit. Kazuya just got a straight up laser like it's a remote control. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's in second too. Let's be fair.
Nah, it's different though. He didn't have a usable. He now has like, what are you doing? Like that's a completely different aspect.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and we do live stream a lot on Twitch. It would be super helpful if you do share the video. And as always, and remember, I hope you guys have a very wonderful and happy Faz day. See you next video, everyone.